ready for a brand new day?
Yeah!
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
How are you?
It's so nice to have you here with me today. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Just fine. Howdy, how do you do? Hello, good day.
Hello there, everybody. Welcome to online learning. And I know everybody in the country is getting used to online learning, including teachers, so I just wanted to make this transition as easy as possible for everybody. So this is a video tutorial to help you log into your phonics class right here. If your student was in school today, the lesson they'd be working on is Lesson 1, Cycle 17, called Word Power, and that would help them with the ch and ch endings. So to log into that lesson, you're just going to go to Boom Learning Cards, just click on this link right here, and you're going to want to log in as a student. Once you click on Student Login, you're going to choose Sign In with Boom, and the classroom code is the username, so just type in my last name here. If you need this password, just reach out to me on ClassDojo. So this is our classroom, and your student will just click on his or her name, and they'll have an individual password they'll need to type in. Again, just reach out to me on ClassDojo if you need that password. And here you can see the daily lessons. So there's only 3 lessons here right now. The 3 classes we'll have here are module, which is reading, skills, which is phonics, and kind of a review or an extra lesson down here. And this is remember, we're going to focus on this phonics lesson right here, and that's called skills on Boom Learning. And I'll make sure these titles really match up. Right now it just says Cycle 17, Lesson 1. And I know that this lesson right here, skills, is the same thing as phonics. It comes from our EL education curriculum right here. But in the future, I'll make sure that this title right here matches exactly or very close with this title right here. So you'll look for this in here somewhere. Right now, it doesn't match. But I'd still like to look at an example. So here's what this lesson looks like when your students open it up. Here's what they'll see, and normally I'd have some kind of opening, review, or introduction lesson, and it's usually about 5 minutes. They can just watch that on YouTube right here, and there'll be some kind of activity that goes with that YouTube. So they can click on the speaker here to hear the instructions, and then do that activity. This lesson is about the ch sound, so I've included some more extra videos. And this is another one of me that would be what we would be doing during work time. So what would your child be doing in school? We normally have some kind of cut and paste or hands-on activity. In this case, they're doing the same thing. It's just with a drag and drop, so they'll finish that. And the idea of this lesson is to teach them when to use the TCH and when to use the CH. So they'll drag and drop those answers in, click submit, and they'll get feedback right there. So if they get it wrong and try to click submit, they'll learn right then and there. At the end of the lesson, I usually put some kind of video in to let them know that it's time to stop and have a little brain break. At the end of the week, we'd normally have a quiz on what we learned, and that's usually a spelling quiz and a reading quiz. So we'll have a little activity for them to do. Here's what we'd be doing in school. They can type out the words they've been learning. And at the end here, you'll see there's a little quiz, and these are the spelling words your student would get every week, and they just click on the ear here.
Spell the word much. Much.
And I'll give them an example sentence, and they'll just come over here and spell those words, and they do that for all 4 words. And for the reading assessment, they're going to just copy these words down onto a piece of paper. These 5 words match the letter sound we've been learning with the ch sound. So your student would just write those words on a piece of paper. And the red words are the high frequency words, just some of the ones we've been learning in one of the lessons. So the red words are actually optional, but they can write those down and read those too. Then your student would log into their ClassDojo portfolio, so I want to show you how to do that now. You'd start just by opening the Safari app and going to ClassDojo.com. And when you click Login at the top, it's going to ask you to sign in as a student. So click Sign In. And if you don't have the direct link to your student's portfolio, you can either enter a class text code, which is what I'm going to do here. Just reach out to me for this code as it changes. And from here, your student will have to pick his or her name. I'm just going to use Mojo Demo here. And you'll have a couple options here at the top. You can take a photo, take a video, make a drawing, attach a file, or make a journal entry. Choose the Take a Video option and just record your voice reading those words you wrote down. Then I'll listen to it and grade your work. If you have any other questions about how to log into the phonics lesson, here's a couple ways to get in touch with me. You can contact me on ClassDojo Messenger or at this email address right here. Happy learning!